In this video, we'll be taking a look at all today's NBA matchups, and I'll break them all down with free winning picks so you can bet smarter and win bigger. But first, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get our picks the second they drop, because when the lines move, the early birds cash in. And if you want the full winning sport picks experience, head over to wspicks.com and check out our VIP packages, or grab a free consultation with one of our professional sports consultants for the sharpest edge you'll find anywhere. That's where the real plays live. We are your bookmaker's worst nightmare. These are the games we're hammering, the ones the books can't afford you to bet. This is Winning Sport Picks. The free picks are about to drop, and they're coming in hot. Houston laying 12 against Utah sets up a matchup where the books are clearly siding with Houston's ability to control pace, shut down runs, and create separation in the second half. Utah catching 12 has struggled to keep games close when the offense stalls, especially against teams with disciplined defensive stretches. Houston's shot quality and physicality tend to magnify late game margins, and with a total of 34.5, the books expect scoring but not enough sustained rhythm from the underdog. I like Houston minus 12 and the under 234.5. Toronto catching 7 against New York is exactly the type of matchup where the Knicks' home court edge and half-court discipline give them the advantage. Toronto on the road often runs into long offensive droughts, and New York's physical defense feeds those issues. At minus 7, New York is priced as the more consistent possession-by-possession team, and with a total at 231.5, the books expect a moderate pace where defense dictates the outcome. I like New York minus 7 and the under 231.5. Boston laying 8 against Cleveland fits the profile of a Boston domination spot, especially in games where Cleveland's offensive inconsistency gets exposed. Boston's defensive versatility forces opponents into low-quality shots, and in road environments, Cleveland has struggled sustaining scoring momentum. The 8-point line signals market confidence in Boston's ability to control the game for most of the 48 minutes. With the total at 232.5, the books expect defensive stretches that favor Boston. I'm on Boston minus 8 and the under 232.5. Atlanta catching 1.5 against Philadelphia is one of those deceptively tight lines where the books still lean toward Philadelphia's structure. The Hawks have dangerous scoring stretches, but their defensive breakdowns always leave them vulnerable on the road. Philadelphia tends to thrive in these short spread home environments where physicality and rebounding matter more than pace. With the total sitting at 229.5, the expectation is a game with controlled scoring runs rather than pure pace. I'm taking Philadelphia minus 1.5 and the under 229.5. Oklahoma City laying 12 against Portland is a mismatch on paper, especially when you consider Portland's inability to handle teams that pressure them into turnovers. OKC thrives on pace and disruption, and once they generate separation, they rarely let teams back in. Portland catching 12 usually means long droughts are coming, and OKC has the momentum profile to blow games open early. With a total at 231.5, the books are expecting elevated pace, but not enough scoring from Portland to push it over. I like OKC minus 12 and the under 231.5. San Antonio catching 3 against Minnesota is a tough matchup for the Spurs because Minnesota's combination of size, pace control, and defensive strength typically suffocates inconsistent offenses. Minnesota laying 3 at home is a market signal that they're the more stable team in terms of shot quality and defensive structure. With the total at 232, the books project stretches where both teams struggle to score consistently, which fits Minnesota's grinding style. I like Minnesota minus 3 and the under 232. Memphis catching 3.5 against Sacramento puts them in a spot where their road inconsistency becomes a glaring concern. Sacramento's pace, spacing, and ability to go on fast 8 to 10 point runs make them dangerous against teams who can't match scoring rhythm. Memphis tends to run cold in these environments, especially when forced into half-court execution. With the total at 232.5, the books expect scoring spurts but also enough defensive exchanges to keep it controlled. I like Sacramento minus 3.5 and the under 232.5. New Orleans catching 15 against the Lakers is a massive number, but the books are signaling a clear mismatch in consistency and structure. The Lakers at home dictate tempo, shot selection, and late-game execution. When New Orleans runs into defensive walls like this, their half-court offense becomes predictable and stagnant. With the total at 233, the books expect stretches of scoring, but not enough sustained momentum from New Orleans. I'm taking the Lakers minus 15 and the under 233. Now listen to me, those are the free picks, but the one game I am unloading on tonight, the game that's going to crush your bookie's soul, that's the VIP play of the day at WSPicks.com. This is the nuke, the hammer, the max bet, the one play I've circled, the game that will bury your bookmaker 6 feet under. When it hits, and it will, your bookie is going to need a doctor, a lawyer, and maybe even a priest. If you want to ride with me on the biggest bet of the day, get to WSPicks.com right now. For the recap, we're rolling with Houston minus 12 and under 234.5, New York minus 7 and under 231.5, Boston minus 8 and under 232.5, Philadelphia minus 1.5 and under 229.5, Oklahoma City minus 12 and under 231.5, Minnesota minus 3 and under 232, Sacramento minus 3.5 and under 232.5, and the Lakers minus 15 and under 233. This is Winning Sport Picks, where we don't just bet, we bury bookmakers. Smash that subscribe button, drop your favorite plays in the comments, and hammer that like button like you're hammering your bookie into the dirt. We're cashing, we're dominating, and tonight we're dancing on the grave of your bookmaker. Let's go!